Hey everybody, it's Forrest, also known as the Media Dude here at Media Dude Marketing. And yes, I am in the closet. You can sort of look around behind me. We're just finishing up this really cool closet after the master bedroom. That's sort of what I do in my spare time is we're rehabbing this really cool old 1933 villa. And you see I just finished getting a pocket door in there. We've actually finally got some of our stuff in the closet, sort of been all over the house while we're doing this. So the closet's pretty much done. Got to put up some crown molding and some molding down on the floor. But that's not the reason for this video. The reason for the video is I just sort of wanted to touch base with you, go over some thoughts about something that my wife and I were talking about on the way home from the office last night. And the question is I sort of brought up, we're talking about salespeople and repeat business and using video email in the follow-up process. So, and I took some notes down here, so if I look down, I'm looking down here at my notes, sort of wanted to keep key and keep my train of thoughts going in the right direction. One of the things she brought up was a very key point. What would a salesperson do so much better or so differently that would cause her to come back and do repeat business with that salesperson a couple of years later? That's a very good question. It's a great question. What is it that you're doing that makes you so unique and so special that you stand out from the crowd? In other words, why would someone like my wife just walk back in and ask for you? What are you doing differently? Just out of the blue, she's like, this person was so great. This sales rep was so great. I think about them all the time. I've taken them from a suspect to a prospect to a customer to a client to a raving fan, and then an advocate, somebody that's just constantly, every time they hear about your industry, they think about you. If you're in the car business, they hear a car commercial, they think about you. If you're in the loan business, they hear a loan commercial, they think about you. If you're in the real estate business, they see a car sales, they see a sign, they think about you. What is it that you're doing different that's going to cause somebody, no matter what they're doing, if they're in a conversation with somebody brings up a car, a boat, a loan, a house, a motorcycle, they think about you as a salesperson to go to and they refer you to that person. So this is sort of where I'm going at. It doesn't matter where you're at. It matters what you're doing, because here's where you're at. You want to stand out from the crowd. What are you doing that's so unique and special that you're going to stand out from the crowd? Why would somebody just come back in and ask for you? And again, just like I said, I'm primarily talking about commission salespeople in car sales, boat sales, real estate sales, things like that, where your livelihood and income are based primarily on commission. What are you doing so different as a salesperson that would cause someone like my wife, who previously completed the transaction with you in the past, to ask for you on this visit? Now you notice I'm sort of jabbing some points, and I'm pointing at me too, one finger out, four things back. I'm talking about me because I fill out the paperwork with somebody. Remember, the business that I work for, the business that I'm employed by, or the company that's doing all the advertising for, they're the ones that are bringing the customers into that location of business. Whether you work and you sell televisions or real estates or boats or cars or motorcycles or whatever it is, someone else is doing the advertising. Now, if you're a unique salesperson, you're doing your own advertising on Craigslist or eBay or whatever it might be, and you've got people coming in exclusively asking for you, great job. The real question is okay, you got them there off that advertising. What are you doing to get them to think about you? Why are you being so unique? Is it because, oh, I'm doing eBay? Anybody can do eBay. Anybody can do eBay. Oh, are you doing Craigslist? Anybody can put an ad on Craigslist. You go in there, you see thousands of people advertising on Craigslist. So it doesn't take a unique salesperson to put a car ad on eBay, or a motorcycle ad, or a blender ad, or a TV ad on eBay, or, Craigslist. So those are something that's really easy. So what are you doing differently other than filling out the paperwork? Somebody comes back in, you may negotiate a little bit. Maybe your manager says, hey, go give them these numbers. You go out and you give them the numbers. The customer goes, okay, I can do that. You fill out the paperwork, you put them in the car or the boat or the motorcycle or whatever. You fill out some paperwork as a real estate agent. You run around showing them, oh, do you want to buy this house? Do you want to buy that house? Do you want to buy this house? And then finally, luckily, they stumble across a house. In my past real estate sales experience, from what I've seen is customers, and I was working in the loan industry, customers will come to me and say, hey, we saw this house over here, but our real estate agent hasn't shown it to us yet. Should we call our real estate agent? And I'm like, well, was there a sign in front of the house? And they're like, yeah, it said for sale by owner. So it's a combination of how far outside the box are you thinking? Are your customers actually working, doing most of the business, or is it you? Nowadays, everyone is shopping on the internet. When a customer walks into a business, they most likely know more about the product. They know more about the features and benefits than the salesperson selling it to them. So in the case of buying a car, they're most likely got quotes from multiple internet dealerships. And it's not just you, the 16, 20 people that you're working with in your dealership. It's the multiple dealerships and multiple brands that you're competing with. And they're going to run into a salesperson that's a good salesperson that can complete the transaction, that's friendly, that can smile, that'll make them feel good, that makes them laugh. So you get them through the process, they fill out the paperwork, you put them in the vehicle, the motorcycle, the car, the boat, you send them down the road, which is great. That's all great and dandy, but what are you doing after the sale? When it comes down to it, what are you doing to make a difference? Why should a customer remember you 6 months from now? I mean, what, not to mention 2 years after the sale, what are you doing to set yourself apart from the competition so that when a customer comes back in or refers a family member, they will think about you? How often do you follow up after the sale? Are you sending out video emails and follow up? Are you delivering valuable content in that follow-up, or are you just calling up and saying, hey, this is XYZ salesperson over at XYZ company, just want to see how you're doing? Or are you calling them up and saying, hey, did you hear about our oil changes? Did you hear about our service? Did you hear about this? Have you talked to so-and-so about looking at possible insurance changes in your homeowner's insurance? Have you looked at that? Have you done this? Have you looked at this company? They provide better services than your old television company. Did you know that? Ways to maybe save them money, create value. If you're sending out standards, say if you're in the automobile or transportation industry, where you're selling buses, cars, motorcycles, or whatever it is, and you know that you have one customer that does a lot of off-roading, would it be better to send them an oil change coupon or possibly a tire savings coupon? So something to sort of think about from that perspective. Just some of the things that you're thinking. Are you delivering value after the sale? And what is the value that you're delivering after the sale? Those are sort of two questions to think about. Am I delivering value? It's value to the customer, not value to you, because you want to get one more sale, get one more number so you can go get up on the next commission level, which is great. Because if you're delivering value after the sale, if you're passionate about what you do, if you love what you do, people are just going to come to you. They're going to be attracted to you. They're going to come and buy from you. They're going to refer all your friends. And when something comes up, they hear that commercial on the radio, they're not going to call that company with a commercial on the radio. They're going to call you and ask you about the commercial that they saw on the radio. So something very important there. What are you doing different from all the other people that you know within your industry? That's sort of my thought for the day, or my thought in the closet. This is Forrest, also known as the Media Dude, over at Media Dude Marketing. Hopefully these thoughts are this is something I'm thinking about. I'm going to put a plan together and look at how I can be unique and different from every other salesperson that I've met, so that when that person gets ready to think about what I do, they're going to call me. They're going to send me an email. They're going to drop a note on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is. They're going to contact me about it and say, hey, Forrest, I heard this commercial. I saw this ad. Someone was talking about this. What do you know about that, and is it going to benefit me? And then I can honestly answer their question as their professional expert in the industry, that I can actually say, hey, thank you very much for contacting me. Here's what's going on. Yes, that's going to benefit you. No, that's not going to benefit you. Or maybe here's an option for you. So again, make yourself unique. Don't just make yourself a paper pusher, somebody that's going to fill out the paperwork and deliver that product and get your commission check. What do you want to do to give yourself sort of that corner office when people are just coming in and referring people to you, and you have raving fans and advocates out there telling everybody about you? When somebody hears that commercial, that advertising out there, they're going to call you instead of the person on that commercial. So again, this is Forrest, also known as the Media Dude, over at Media Dude Marketing. Hope my thought for the day, or my thought in the closet, sort of helped you get out of the closet. We'll see you later.